It feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug's history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Minnesota's offense will get first crack at it today. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate. And last year, David, they did that.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of college football. We expect them to be great. Always a tremendous challenge for Minnesota to try to get that Little Brown Jug.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give is to Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now,
turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
if you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense gets the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Looking to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Looking to throw, it's Lugo. Throws for the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. In the roar of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told him, well, come win it if you want it. So there he goes. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game. And
the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And it's It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lugo. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. After the filthy move, he's got room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. Brings into the open. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right...
Looking for the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous set up to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Lugo.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Hauls it in, looking for space.
The return is tackled down at the 43. And the Michigan offense will take over.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This freshman behind center has certainly lived up to billing so far. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, it's Lugo. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Intercepted to stop the threat. Inside the 50. The 30. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Golden Gophers trying to pay it's Lugo. Flips it out in the flat.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the run from inside his own 5.
The return is brought down at the 25. And the Michigan offense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are good.
Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McCray. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Right on the money. Running, just dismissing tackles. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out.
It feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Minnesota's offense will go to work first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Stopped at the 23.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Dropping back, it's Lugo. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
It feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug's history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Lugo. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Touchdown, Michigan! Special teams proving to be special. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
So guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking for a man. It's Lugo. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Creates a little space. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. He's got him in the flat. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line is set on 3rd down.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Lugo. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. He'll start this drive firing. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Across the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Breaks into the open. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to pass. It's Lugo. And a sack all the way back at the 5. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And how about the day this freshman quarterback has had running the offense? They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Lugo. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch right at the 50. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Punt returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 7 over Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the match.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lugo. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. And we talked about this guy from the beginning, and so far he has not disappointed behind center. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they protected the football. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got to be down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. To throw, it's Lugo. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This quarterback has been locked in, moving the ball up and down the field, a really mature performance. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him. And he's had an unbelievable season.
The Wolverines in the hurry-up. touchdown pass on that one. Motion from the wideout. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or you've got to play in your back?
Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lugo. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense... to use its first timeout of the half.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative. Now that
fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he was in
on the line. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's...